everyone, today I'll be reviewing this new Brazilian Netflix show just dropped. It's called The Invisible City. I just finished watching it. Like, I binge watched the whole show in one night. It's super easy to binge, only 7 episodes, and each episode is only like 30 minutes something long. I must say that watching this show is absolutely amazing. This show is so well done from the first episode all the way until the end, like the 7th episode. All of them are really very well done. None of the episode I felt like they drag. Storytelling here is absolutely amazing. Cast did absolutely amazing job on acting wise. I thought all this cast, especially the cast, is so diverse. When you watch it, I was like, whoa. So I was really surprised, I suppose, for that. So cast is absolutely amazing job. All of them very pretty looking cast. They're all very beautiful. And the location for this show is absolutely very beautiful. Overall, this show is very well made. That I had amazing time watching it. It was really good watch, especially it's just dropped during the February month. Not that interesting thing happening on Netflix. I would say this was really good watch. So from now on, it's gonna be spoiler my review, because like if you haven't seen this show, check it out. It's really good. You will not be disappointed by checking this out. So what is this show is about? So it's gonna be spoiler from now on. This show is about this Eric, when his wife is mysteriously she dies in a fire, and like there was a fire in the village, like because the show takes place in island, and in that island she goes to a festival when she there was a fire and she dies there, and when she died, it was so weird way she died. She just like that she died. So when that episode started, I thought her daughter died. I saw the wife is dead. I was like, it's so tragic. So after this tragic event, of course, this guy Eric, he becomes so crazy and obsessed. What happened to my wife? Anybody would be. So after that he's become very traumatic person. So when in the first episode when I was watching it, I never thought this show gonna end like that. Basically, when in the beach he rescued a pink dolphin, basically died there, and he was like all day was driving around with that pink dolphin in his trunk. And when he went home at night, he just opened the trunk and boom, pink dolphin disappeared, and man was lying in his trunk. And I was like, what just happened? So of course this show is about all this mythical creature that lives among the human. They looks like human, they are kind of act like human, you cannot tell them apart, but they live among them, and they are just living their life. They're not here to hurt people, or you learn more about them throughout the season. Lead actress, the Anise, and the another one is Camila. Camila is a mermaid. God, her character was really interesting, I must say. Camila's character, especially Camila, she tried to drone Eric. I was like, oh man, did she just do that to him? Of course he survived, because he's also half this mythical creature. Why can I say this word? He's also half this creature, so basically he can be drawn. So I thought this Camila character, she's very interesting, honestly, because she's first of all, she's a mermaid. She has this mermaid power. So she tried to drown him because she can't help herself. That is what she does. She need to take people under the sea, and she basically kill them there. After later on, she did try to help him, so I understand her point of view. I guess she isn't a bad person or bad character here. That is her curse. And also in his character, she turned into butterfly. Her character is obviously most interesting and mysterious. Throughout this season, you learn more about her. Each episode, they'll reveal more about her. Overall, she isn't a bad person. I wouldn't say they're good guy either. This creature, they are a complex character, all of them. They're not good guy or not bad guy. They're I would say they're in the middle. Because often they're because this Ines lady, she did try to kill Eric a couple of times, and she did send to that guy, what is his name? I forgot. The big guy, what was his power? Did I get it? Well, he was a pig, wasn't he? I was watching it with with my husband. I was like, he gonna turn into pig. The way he was acting, he was a little pig, you could see. So I thought this Ines character, I thought she's going to be main villain. I guess she wasn't. She just the leader of that mythical creatures leader. She's basically their tribe's leader. So like I thought, wow, she is very interesting. Ines also, I liked her daughter, Eric's daughter. She's also very interesting throughout the season. You know something is up with her. Of course, later on you find out that she is possessed by that devil, right, from the dry devil, I think it was. It's very interesting, this show, way it was like structured and like created. All these characters, they're so interesting. Each episode, of course, you learn more about them. Of course, Eric's daughter, Luna, she was so interesting. She turns out to end of the episode, you see like why she was acting that way. I personally, first I thought she has some power. Probably she's getting that power out or something. That's why she's acting that way. But turns out she is the main thing. You know, she was possessed by this demon. I was like, yeah. So like then the main, the dry devil itself, he was also very interesting, I suppose. His character, I guess I didn't like all the way understand it, like I would say. That is like a little bit, I mean, thinking like, was he like always this powerful, or he just came back to possess people to take his revenge? Okay, I see. But the main Capria, his character, like he tried to take revenge on his, like he turned into fire, and his relationship with that character, I forgot his name, the one turned into wind, you know. His relationship with that character is very interesting and very sweet, and especially the way he died to save him, it was very interesting, I would say. It was also very sad. Of course, he's turned into like end of the climax episodes, episode 7. So I would say the best episode was episode 6. It was so intense. Come on, I was like, what is happening? It was, I had to see 2 times. I already seen that episode. Episode 7 was really good, especially the way it was structured, each episode. So I must say the creator for this show done absolutely amazing job. Eric's character was also very tragic, I guess, at the end, and also his power and his dad. Overall, his character turned out to be very tragic, I guess, especially when he's gonna die. I was like so sad, so I was like, so I'm glad he didn't die. He was saved at the end. So I thought overall this season was so good. Yes, I did hear that we are getting season 2. If we do get season 2, I'll be really happy because I love this show so much. So in season 2, I hope we get more answer about this mythical creature. What is their power? How do they get this power? I guess they're born with it, aren't they? But I want to know more about this villain dry devil. I guess he's dead or he's gone. I don't know. In season 2, I hope we get more details about this thing. Overall, that island, like what is it like that island? Is it the island gives them power or something like that? I hope we get some answer in season 2. I hope they do make season 2 because it was so good to watch. I really liked it. Some of this cast died, I guess, end of this season, but some of them did survive, so we could have more story in season 2. So I'm really excited to see season 2 whenever it comes out. I can't wait. That's my thought on this show. Thank you so much for checking this out. If you enjoyed my review, don't forget to subscribe.